Snowflakes. For real. So we're sitting at Bradley International. We're going to Syracuse today. We have a bit of snow. Yep. So anyway, let's go ahead and get rocking and rolling. Let's just see. I'm not seeing any. All right. Well, let's get rolling. Flight plan's been filed. What do we got? We got to get the ACARs going. Let's get the ACARs up and running. Oh yeah, ACARs. Bear with me here. Something we didn't set up. Gotta get the ACARs right. $256. Okay, got it. Got it. All right, 256. And let's go ahead and boom. Let's go ahead and log in. Yep, our alternate Ithaca, I believe it was. Actually, it's Rochester. All right, we're going up to 12 passengers. We got 6 today, 150 preferred routes. Yeah, so we got the Bradley 6, then to Chester, VOR, and then LAMMS on the T608 to Syracuse. There you go. All right, let's get rolling. I think where we need to go is gas. Let's go ahead and get the gas going. Let's get the plane filled up. What do we need? We need 530 pounds. I think it's going to be like 43. Yeah, I tell you what, we're going to see if we can put in a little extra. Let's see if we can go down to... See if we can go to 556. Never know. All right, so let's... We have 92 gallons, but we're showing 50.4. Wrong button. Yeah, so 90.4. Ooh, we need a 92. But that's okay. I don't know why I saw that. That's okay. Let's just keep it at 90.4. I'm okay with not having that extra pound and a half. Oh, gallons, excuse me. So that's about 10 pounds. So that's about 10 pounds, right? So yeah, so we're really indicating like we have 546, which is fine. Yeah, it's so dark. Let's see if I get my light on here, get my flashlight. Yeah, looks about right. All right, so let's go ahead and get the bags on. 6 passengers and Buster's food. So we're good there. Bags, payload, fuel, Alright, let's do the pre-flight inspection. See what we got going on over here. We're good there. Yeah, this is gonna have to be all the way. Alright, we're good there. Let's turn these on. Battery's looking good. That's looking good. Annunciator lights are looking good. Open up the cowl flaps. Let's make sure these guys are now open. And let's take the once around. Alright, flaps looking good. We've got our nav light as well as our strobe. Alright, cowl flaps are open. Ooh, those pitot heats are hot. Good nav light, good strobe, cowl flaps open, flaps. Okay. Alright, we're good. Get back in the cockpit. Let's go forward. Let's get our flaps up. Alright, we got the ATIS. Clearance. Yeah. Do we have VATSIM up? I know we filed the flight plan. There's no one online right now. So, alright, so KSYR 3120 cleared to the Syracuse Airport via the Bradley 6 radar vectors to the Chester VOR, then as filed. Climb and maintain 4,000, expect 12,000 and 10 minutes. Frequency will be 122.8. And squawk, we did get a squawk code. We did get a squawk code. And squawk 5341. Okay. So that's our clearance. So all good. That's our IFR clearance. Perfect. We got the ATIS, so just so you know, we're Information Romeo. In real life, I think it's 350 at 4. 5 statute miles in snow. We have a few at 2,300 feet, broken at 4,000, overcast at 5,000. The altimeter today, going there, well, actually, the altimeter here is 299.5, and we'll be taking off on runway 6. 299.5, but Syracuse, it's 30.17, so it's 30.17. 30.17. Let's go ahead and get this going. What did I say, 1.5 or 9.5? Just put that in there. All right. Let's go ahead and load the passengers. Hey, Alicia, John, welcome. Julie, Rick, keep looking backwards. Bobby, and did you bring your little sister with the bottle? Okay, good. I'm assuming it's a water bottle. I mean, what? She's 10 years old, so anyway, yeah. I would imagine it's pretty cold on board, so we need to get rolling here. Let's get the ACARs going. Company ACARS has now started. All right, so that's all good. Control locks, parking brake, fuel selectors. Let's make sure we got the parking brake set. Parking brake is set now. Fuel selectors, They're on. Cow flaps in. Open an inch on the throttle. Mixture's rich. Props are full forward. Flaps are up. Prop single phase is off. All right, let's go ahead and tag on the altimeters. Turn these guys off for now. Annunciators are all good. Everything's good. We're going to start without external power. All's looking good. Buster, you want to give him a... That's our clear prop. One more look. Good. Okay, we got good oil pressure, or excuse me, fuel flow. Oil pressure's in the green. I can tell you what I didn't do. Yeah, everything's closed. I don't think I actually closed them before I turn on the engine. Doors, yeah. All right, so here we go. Details. All right, let's get the other one going. So let's go ahead and prime. All right, we got positive on the fuel flow on the Hoskins here. Green on the oil pressure. Oil temp is rising. Let's go ahead and lean for taxi. All right, 12, that's good. Turn these guys off. All right, let's go ahead and do the after engine start before taxi checklist. All right, so the avionics are on. Transponder, we have 5341. Altimeter is set. We'll be taking off today from runway 6. But interestingly, Bradley 6 has us go to 075. So once we get to 500 feet or whatnot, as soon as we start dialing back the power, we'll go to 075. Okay. Let's get the flight director on. Let's go heading mode. We're good here. All right, how are we doing on the temp? How are we doing on the temp? It's got to be poor. The game within the game, right? The game within the game. Well, we're in the green. I've seen worse. So we have a fan and we have a heater. I forget which is which. Let's go ahead and get our windshield de-ice on. And we've got our cabin air pulled out and gone. We're set to hot here, so we'll see what happens. We should, yeah, we're already seeing it come up. You can see the cabin climate come on up. So we'll keep that rolling. Well, at least that's working. which is good. All right, so the cabin temp is good. Let's go to the flight controls. Left, full right, full left, neutral. All right, we're good there on the controls so far. Turn on my flashlight. We're going to 3,000. So let's get that put in play. Elevator trim, we're good. We're set where we want. Everything's looking good down here. The rudder and airline trims are neutral. So we're good. We got our clearance. Let's go ahead and set up our radios. All right, let's go with the guard. Let's go with the ATIS here, 118.15. Don't think we have it. Nope, we'll just leave it here for now. We have tower, which is 1203. And let's just put Boston Center. I would anticipate they would come online while we're here. We had the hardest time here with our TDS screens. We just recently did the update, and if you've gone through that
system test okay
and you have blank screens here, you're gonna pull your hair out. So I had to actually go to support. Actually went to support, and so if you get, you can go on Discord, the TDS support, TDS sim support, and say, hey, I did the update, I've updated the download manager, I've updated everything that needs to be updated. I've got everything updated, and I have now blank screens. They're basically just black screens. And so we did a little troubleshooting, and it actually came down to our antivirus. Hard to believe. Yes, I used Norton. Norton was not allowing these to load up. And so I actually had to bypass the pathway to get to these so I had to bypass it in Norton, do an exclusion, and it worked. And so kudos to the guys at the TDS Sim who were helping me with that yesterday. It's not the easiest thing, but yeah. So flight plan. All right, so we're gonna, I don't think we have Syracuse in the hopper. I don't think it's one of the ones. Hold on. What's going on here? Oh my God, all of ours are gone. All right, well, we didn't like our routes anyway. Holy crap. All right, we only had like 50 routes in there saved, which was one of the nicest features. All right, so we're gonna be taking off runway 6. I know we're burning fuel, Buster. I know. Chester. LAMMS. Let me go to LAMMS really quick. Can we load an airway after LAMMS? There it is, the T608. And can we go to Syracuse? Is Syracuse on the way? There it is. Perfect. And there it is. VATS, Stoda, Syracuse. Perfect. Load them. All right, that's good. Let's go ahead and store that thing. Great. I would not anticipate. Yeah, that's awful, man. They're independent still. They're independent. So what you do to one, you should do to the other. Don't have to, and I could do all this in the air, but I just prefer to handle it right here. Chester. LAMMS. Airway. Tango 608. Give me Syracuse. Give me the Syracuse VOR. Where are ya? There you are. Bam. Load them. There we go. Ah, not done yet. Store it. Bango. Back. There we are. Alright, so let's go ahead and now that we got that. So what are we going to do? We're going to do Delta 2 Delta. Pretty simple. Delta 2 Delta. And I think we have a run-up area. So we'll just go ahead and do that. I think that's a Connecticut Air National Guard. So we'll pull over there by the National Guard and we'll do a run-up over there. That will be our plan. That will be our plan. Okay, so I'm pretty satisfied with our radios and how everything is looking up here. Just one more take a look here. I didn't think Bradley was this high. Let me go to the airport really quick. 173 feet on the end of the threshold. All right. Don't have the Bradley 6 up here. Interesting. The Bradley 6 is not. So when you go to Bradley, departures available. So here's the Bradley 6. So you add it. You're like, where is it? It's not showing up. Kind of go here. You go, oops, Sid. Bradley 6. Oh, you got to go there. Then you hit it. There we go. There's the Bradley 6. One thing that I do want to do that I did forget on the radios, on the nav side, let's go ahead and do a couple. Let's go ahead and let's just set the ILS for one-way 6. I happen to know it's 11111. So that's the ILS for runway 6. So if we do lose an engine and we want to come back around here, make left traffic, come on back, we've got it set, and we can also change the CDI to VLOC and shoot an approach. I've got the yellow sitting here, the yellow course indicator sitting to 060, so coming back around we would be okay. Let's set Chester to start with at 1151. So let's put Chester in there. Let's put Chester on the number 2. We don't need this, so let's just make sure that goes into the backup. Okay, that's good. Alright, so you can see here, we can also go down here. Oh, look at that, Chester's 24.1. I wouldn't think that we'd be able to pick Chester up on the ground here, but we did. No biggie. Was it 4,000 actually? I'm thinking it might be 4. There it is, 4,000 feet. So let's go to 4. I like that better. Alright, so we got 4. We're all looking good here. I think we're good. Let's go and get to our engine run up. Oh man, we're burning up. I knew that would happen. Let's turn that off. It's the game within the game, right? So let's go ahead and see if that knob starts dropping back. So that knob is going to be our temperature gauge. I tell you what, let me go ahead and keep on the heat, but we're going to mess with this temperature gauge right there underneath the defrost. You can see it starting to drop a little bit. Yeah. So I don't want to turn on the AC. Kind of stupid. Okay, let's go over and get to our run up. I think we're looking pretty good here. Yeah. It is snowing. Yep, those are snowflakes. We're good here, Bradley. So we're going to be going to good. Bradley traffic. KSYR 3120 taxiing to runway 6 via Delta 2 Delta. We'll be doing a run up at the Connecticut Air National Guard pad. Bradley. Taxi light on. Let's get it on. Yeah, so if you did the latest update for the GTN XI, the TDS version, and you're getting the screens are black on you, go to the Discord for TDS Sim, and you can see FlyDog asking questions in the official support, and you can see the solution that they gave me. And it actually had to do with my antivirus. Yeah, crazy. Go figure. Alright, so you can see we got the ILS here in the backup. Actually, is that Chester? Yeah, we'll put the ILS here on the backup here. We got Chester over here. Wind's coming, yeah. 8-2, huh? Alright, I won't pass that because I probably don't think that's legal. But let's just go ahead and come over here. I think that should be out of the way for the most part. Alright, let's set the parking brake. Let's go ahead and get our mixture going to rich. Let's run it up to 17. Let's go, baby. Alright, let's go ahead and just check our alternators really quick. Left alternator. If we kill it, it goes to 0. If we kill the right one, it should pick up the slack, and it works. Okay, right alternator, we kill it, goes to 0. Left alternator picks up the slack. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Alright, let's go ahead and do the right mags. Right mags. Got to drop a 50. Looking good. Left mags. Drop a 50. Alright, let's go ahead and washer props. Let's go. Alright. Let's do the right one. All right, let's go left one again. I want to see a drop in Hoskins, and I want to see a drop in oil pressure. Good. Samey, samey. Drop in Hoskins, drop in oil pressure on the right. Perfect. Okay, we're good. Suction was good. Vacuum is nice. Let's pull it back to 12. We're good. All right. The game within a game. We're right in the green. Passengers are leaving 5-star reviews as we speak. Right, guys? Yeah. Okay. All right. We did a run up. All right, let's check the fuel quantity one last time. 88.9er. We're looking good on the analog. Fuel selectors, they're on main. Cow flaps are open. We're aligned. Mixture rich. Props forward. Flaps up. All right. Prop synchro phase is off. Avionics and radios are the way we want them. Altimeter confirmed. Autopilot, we got the flight director on. Pressurization, we're going to 1-2000, so let's go ahead and put it on. Alright, cabin altitude, 500 feet above elevation. There we go. So we got that set. Air conditioning, yeah, it's off. Annunciator panel, no lights except for the windshield, which is fine. AUX pumps, they're on low. So the fuel pumps are on low. Flight controls, we checked. Pitot heat. Let's go ahead and turn on the prop as well and the surface. Let's go ahead and that'll be fine. And we'll just have to keep an eye on it. And we have our little handy dandy light. Let's turn on the light as well. Okay. So that's all good. Let's go ahead and get our landing light completely on. So let's turn on all the lights. Alright, so let's do a quick brief here. Alright, so we're going to be rotating today at 95. If we have sudden loss of power, extreme yawing on one side or the other, we're going to cut the power, abort takeoff, come to a complete stop. If we do make it into the air after 95 and we lose an engine, we're going to go ahead and climb out at 110. And then at that point, we're going to make left traffic. And we're going to try to take it up to 2,000 feet if we can. Try to manage our flaps. So we'll come back around. We have the ILS pinned in for runway 6, and we will try to shoot that. We also have it on the backup as well. And so that's what we will do. Barring no engine out, we're going to go ahead and at 700 feet, we're going to dial back our power to 24 on the RPM and to 35 inches on the manifold. That's what we will be doing at 700 feet. We'll be going up to 4,000, but I think we'll hit autopilot somewhere before then. And then we'll go ahead and make our turn to the left to go to the Chester VOR. I think that's our plan. We're going to stick to it. Alright, good. Looks like our temperature is holding nicely. Our temperature is holding nicely. So, what do you say, Buster? Shall we get going? Let's go ahead and taxi over there. So as we kind of mosey over here, I'm going to go ahead and expand our view here. Remember, yes, we are going 075 once we get to 700 feet. We have that set for our heading. Bradley traffic, KSYR 3120, taking runway 6 for the Bradley 6 departure. Bradley. All right, runway is confirmed. All right, let's see if we can hold this on. We know we got an extreme crosswind to the left, so I'm going to have to hold in quite a bit of roll. All right, let's go ahead. What? Let's zero this out. What's going on, man? Start running. All right, the clocks are running. All right, let's go. Let's go to 30 and see how those instruments are going. Yeah, we're still on the green. Let's go. Got a little left roll. Let's see how good we can maintain runway center line. So far, decent. 90, 95, and rotate. Let's go ahead and get the gear up. Turn the yaw damper. Taxi takeoff lights. Bam. All right. We are off track in a big way. feet. Let's go to 075. Dial back power. Back to 35. And let's go with the autopilot. Go IAS. Now let's go ahead and start climbing. Climb out at 30. Bradley traffic here at 3120, climbing through 1,700 for 4,000, heading 075. Bradley. We are clear. Well, that was a little wonky, but that's okay. Quite a lot going on there. Massive crosswind. What was it? It was, oh, everything changed. All of our presets have changed. Interesting. I usually don't do these tracks up here. So we'll have to change that on our way to Syracuse. All right, let's go direct Chester. Let's go nav. Let's get on up to 12,000. Bradley traffic, KSYR 3120 is 5 miles to the northeast. Climbing through 3,700 northbound. Last call, Bradley. All right, so that's good. Yeah, so the crossing was pretty stiff. I thought it was maybe, yeah, 15 knots, something like that. And so I was just trying to maintain a track of 060. probably not the smartest thing to do. But so that's why it looked like we were flying way off to the left, but we really weren't with that headwind. We were right on track. And then we turned it. Not what you do. I mean, they usually say fly runway heading. Fly runway heading. They know you're going to get blown over. It's fine. So we're on our way to the Chester VOR right now. Let's go ahead and do an after takeoff checklist. So we have the gear is up, flaps are up. We're still closed, excuse me, we're still open on our cow flaps. How we doing on our props? Are good. We're a little uneven on our throttle. It's fine, let's keep that going. What do we got going on here? Taxi's off, landing lights still on, it's fine. And our fuel pumps are still on through the climb. And we are freezing. Okay, got it. Let's turn that blatantly hot. And let's see, hopefully this comes up. How we doing? Any icing out there? We got precip, and we are 6 on the ambient outside, minus 15. You can see the pressure's increasing already. Looks like we're going to get out of the schmutz though. Time to take some pictures. Not yet. Let's wait till we get more of the sun. We'll take a couple here. Oh, there we go. We're getting a little bit more into the sun. Nice. I like this one. Kind of, you know. What do you guys think? And then we always got to get one a Buster. Kind of a, oh yeah, profile Buster right there. There you go. All right. All good. Good profile. How are we doing? All right, we're at 8,000 feet. It's safe to say our after takeoff checklist is complete. Let's just see here. Landing gear up, taxi lights off, landing lights off, aux pumps low, cow flaps as required, cabin altitude control, set the cruise altitude now. Okay, so come over here. The cruise altitude is going to be 1, 2. 1, 2, right there. All right, cruise altitude is 1, 2 for the pressurization. How are we looking here? We are all in the green. All right, good. The game within the game, the cabin climate, is now back into the green. So now we can retain our 5-star rating. Just go to Yelp. We'll retain our 5-star rating. It's the game within the game, right? All right, so we got a bit of a wind off our left nose, 18 knots. We're going to Chester, so let's go ahead and, so Chester's 14.5 miles, so we've got our VOR set here. You guys want to fly using the VOR? Okay. Alright, that's fine. Maybe I can remember how to do this. Alright, so we are set. I think I have to change the CDI. There's the look. So there's the needle coming into play. And so we are no longer using GPS. We are using the VOR, the Chester VOR, which happens to be 12.8 miles away. Our next, okay, we're coming up 11,000. We can turn on the light. Let's go ahead and get our cow flaps closed as we're getting up there. We no longer need our fuel pumps, so let's go there. Fuel pumps are off. So we are using our VOR navigation. Coming in on the 150, well actually it's going to be, yeah, the 150 radial into Chester. We're bearing, what are we bearing? 330, something like that. You can see our track. That's not where we're headed though. You can see VOR, awesome. Using VOR. Kind of pulling a little close here. There's the Chester VOR right there. There's us tracking into the Chester VOR. I do not like these. I mean, I like the ground speed. Alright. But once we get into cruise, we'll do it. How are we doing on our temperature? Okay, we're still in the green. Excellent. Alright, so once we get up to around 180-ish, I'm going to go ahead and we might not ever get there. Probably 185. I will go ahead and do the cruise checklist, which is Buster's favorite checklist. So we're on our way to Syracuse. How's VATSIM doing? We got anything going on here? No one yet. Alright, no one's on VATSIM yet. Let's go ahead and... Alright, here we go. Wow, it's a lot faster than I thought. Got to 185. Still climbing. Alright, so let's go ahead and drop back to 30. We're still 24 on the prop. We're a little low, actually. Let me try to bring them up. Let me inch them up to 24. Alright, let's do the prop single phase. We're at 30, so we got our power the way we want it. So our power settings are good. Anti-ice, how are we doing on the anti-ice? Could we click it off right now? Well, we got some clouds coming up ahead, so I'm gonna leave it on as far as our anti-ice goes. How is the cabin altitude doing? Okay. We're clicking. We're in the green still. Oxygen is good. Alright, so cabin altitude pressure is good. Alright, so cruise power speed is set. Let's go ahead and mix. Let's go ahead and get the mixture. Let's lean it up. I like to see on the Hoskins probably around 17 to 16. Oh, before we do that, let's go back to GPS. Because we're flying over the VOR, and our next waypoint, I mean, I suppose I could have flown a radial off the Chester, but we decided to wimp out and go back to GPS on our way to LAMMS. Okay, where were we? Leaning out on the cruise checklist. Here we go. So we're looking at this right here, and you can see it kind of come up to the red line. Comes up to the red line, and now that's the peak, right? So now we're gonna keep going. We're gonna go lean and peak here. And there we go. There's about 16 right there. So that's what we're going to do. Yeah, we're in the clouds now. Okay, so we're leaned out. We've got 32 gallons an hour. So if you think about it, so each side, 16, 16 on the drain. That's our fuel flow. 32 times 2 is going to be 64. So we're sitting pretty for 2 hours of flight. Probably 2 1/4. Of course, when we descend, this is going to go down to hardly anything. We'll pick up time. Alright, we just passed Chester, so let's just see what we needed to be at Chester. Okay, Chester was supposed to be in at 12 minutes. We're there at like 14 and a half. And we should have 418 pounds of fuel on board. Well, let's just look at our guy here. So we're at 462, which is 76 gallons. Everything's looking good here, especially on the analog. We look like we're just under 40 on the analog for each. So that would be about right. Should be about 38 on each, which is syncing up with our handy dandy EFB. So the analog, which is right over here, see, it's about 38, 39. And that's what we're getting. That's for each tank, right? So multiply by 2, and that's what you get right here. And there's 38 left, 38 right. Very easy way for us to pay attention to it. No. Buster bark bark. Okay, here we go. So we're ahead on fuel, a little behind on time. So something to keep an eye on. So our next point will be 35 minutes from Chester. So LAMMS will be at 47. We should be at around 300 pounds of fuel at that time. We have a minus component, which we're pulling 181 on the ground speed. Our true airspeed is about 200 right now. So yeah. Oh, right on planning. You can see right at going to LAMMS, true airspeed should be about 201, ground speed 183. So we're at 182 on the ground speed. True airspeed is a tick under 200. So where am I getting that? That inner one right here. See, that inner one is true airspeed. So we're just a tick under 200 on the true airspeed here. But our ground speed is 182. So we're all looking pretty good here. So I would assume if things kind of pan out, we're already, what, 40 pounds, 30 pounds, call it 30 pounds to the good on fuel. We'll be about 330 pounds, 335 pounds. I'm going to put my money on 335 when we get to LAMMS. 335. All right, let's look at backup plans. Actually, you know what? Let's look at Syracuse first. Syracuse is marginal VFR right now. 340, 4 statute miles in snow, few at 2,000, overcast 2,800. Not bad. Pressure is rising. How do I know that? Well, when we took off, it was 0.17. So pressure looks to be rising in Syracuse. Out of Syracuse. Alright, so let me go ahead and I always want to keep these guys going. Let's see what type of an approach we're going to do at Syracuse. Oh, how nice. Rochester's went IFR on me. Our backup. I think we would change. Probably go to Ithaca. Alright, so here we are. The winds are coming out of 340. Let's see if runway 33 has in terms of approaches. Alright, so we have no ILS for 3.3. We could do the ILS for 2.8, which would put us on a little bit of a crosswind, right? So, what were the winds? I know I just looked at them. 340, right? Just call it 340. That's 40, that's only, that's a 60 knot, 60 degree crosswind at about 8 to 9. Right? Wasn't it 8 to 9? Ah! $340 at 10. Okay. So that would put us at a 60 knot crosswind at 10 knots. Last time we looked at it, it was 8 knots. So, what about the TAF? Yeah, it looks like we're going to get a little gusty. Winds are going to pick up a little bit. I can see that. Okay. Alright. We should get one more update once we get closer. Alright, let's see what the... I mean, look, we're at 2,000, 2,800, 4 statute miles in snow. I would be confident with the RNAV 433. Let's just take a look. Well, that's not so bad. So the airport elevation is 400 feet. And so the LPV here is 300. So that's not so bad. The G-Town is. Ah, Georgetown. That's pretty far away. I'm thinking before we get to Stoda, probably Bast, we end up going on heading mode and or at least go direct to yeah, I'm okay with that. Let's go ahead and go with the RNAV. We're not going to go G-Town transition. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and go runway 33. And as a backup plan, what I will do let's go ahead and rock and roll with the ILS 22. So I can actually roll with the ILS 22. What is the localizer? 1099. That's 280. Okay. So we got that as our backup plan. If we go missed on the RNAV, right? Straight out to Elise. 3,000 feet straight out to Elise and hold. I could see us going back to Stoda and shooting the ILS. I could see that. Alright, so what's our visibility like? Not bad. We had 4 miles visibility, so basically a mile here in 300 feet, which you saw it was 2,000 feet at 2,000. So I think we're going to be fine, but obviously we won't be picking it up until 4 miles. So we'll be picking it up inside of our final descent. So Xantic would be our basically our final approach fix if we would. We've got the cross there, and then what's the missed approach? All right, so we got a decision altitude of 715, 300 feet above. You'll see it down here. Yeah, let's proceed and do the, and we'll come in on Loyal, or Lowly. Lots of laughs, yee. That's at 3,100. Alright, how far to LAMMS? See, that's what I don't like here. Let's go ahead and go to the menu, and let's I like putting ground speed up there. I like winds down here. Time the next waypoint. I do like vertical speed required. Wow, we got some auto ATC advice. I'll let you guys know what that is in a minute. Alright, so our ET to the next waypoint would be 19 minutes. Yeah, I like that better. We got our winds, we got our ground speed, we got our distance. Distance to waypoint, perfect. I like that. Awesome. Now we're going over Albany. Yeah, I would think it'd be snowy out. I don't know why. It looks like it's dead summer. Looks like it's a nice summer day. Alright, so we got some generous advice from Auto ATC. Boston Center advises descend to maintain 11,000, Syracuse altimeter 300, 30.19er. Yeah, they're telling us to descend already, huh? Look at that. Alright, well, maybe we better take their advice. Alright, so let's go ahead and see what we gotta do. We know we need to get to 3,000, right? So we know, so we're going in on the RNAV 33, and we know we've got to get down to 3,000. We're at 12, so we got to go down 9. My math is right, and I like to multiply by 5, which gives us 45 miles out. Okay, here's what we got to do. We're going to go to LAMMS. Alright. So we're on the Tango 608. No, not yet. We'll be on the Tango 608 once we get past LAMMS. So what I want to do is I want to load in the approach. So we're going to go to runway 33 for the RNAV. LPV, hooray. Vectors. Yeah, we're going to be doing vectors. I don't see any other transition. G-Town, we're not going to do G-Town. We're going vectors. Let's load the approach in. Yeah, you can see the vectors. So I think when we get to VATS, we'll come on over. So let me start to do a couple things here. smart this is. I like cumulative pistons over here. So you can see VAST will be 56, but it doesn't pick up here because we have vectors. Yeah, I'm not gonna Alright, I like the way that it looks. Let's go ahead and set it up over here. I'll activate the approach off of that. I'm not going to mess with it. Alright, so we never got Boston Center. Let's go ahead and get Syracuse lined up here. What are the Syracuse frequencies? Yeah. No way. Syracuse frequency is the same. Tower's the same. Yeah, Syracuse Tower's the same. How about that? I could see it too. It said, look at that. It's Syracuse Tower. Alright, so let's go ahead and put in both the ATIS. Should have been monitoring. That was a mistake. 24225. Nope, nothing on the ATIS. So you can see kind of our, this is a 50-mile radius. To LAMMS it's going to be 30. To VAST it's going to be 50. So once we get into where our arc starts to hit the approach, that's when I will start to think about descending. And what am I going to descend to? I'm going to descend to 3,100 feet. So I could add that in there right now. Runway heading will be 327. So let's go ahead and just get ready for that. Course 327. So that will be our runway heading. We are 306. So let's go ahead and change this. 3. Let's go 310. How about that? Go to 310. We know it's 750 some odd feet will be our decision altitude. So we'll just say 750. Boom. Okay. I wish we had a little bug here, but we don't. How are we doing on the temperature? Yeah, we're right in the green. Oh, someone said they're a little chilly. All right, well, too bad. Can't make it any. I mean, I suppose I could open these. Let's see if I open that, if that has any impact on the temperature. Well, yeah, look at that. Kind of bringing it in a little bit. Wow, so that did. All right, so we got the ATIS, we've got the tower, ground, we're not going to need to worry about right now. But we're WASP enabled, so we're good. 327. Zanti at 2,300 feet. We haven't shot a RNAV in a while on the twin Cessna, so this will be good. Good practice for us. Climb to 3,000, direct to Elise. Pretty simple. Got a mile visibility basically, and 300 feet, which, according to the last weather observation, we're well within. Well within. It is marginal right now at Syracuse. Surprised Boston hasn't come online yet. Where are we going? That's the other thing. Let's look to see where are we going once we get on the ground. So we'll be landing this way. Oh, Sierra. Sierra would be good. And I think we're right over here. I forget what gate that is, but we'll go Sierra, Bravo, Tango. How about that? Sierra, Bravo, Tango. I like that. 133, so Sierra, Bravo, Tango, and what gate is that? Go to KSYR Virtual Operations. Gate assignments. Gate 1. Well, that's simple. It's right here on the bottom. Hopefully we have our we're really disappointed if we don't have our make sure Syracuse is in our community folder. Well, I don't see it. Something I should have checked before I jumped in the airplane. Ah, vertical sim sitting out there in default land. Ah! Alright, well that stinks. We'll have to go default. Alright. Default it is for Syracuse. Well, hopefully it's just smashed with snow and we can't see anything anyway. Alright, so we're in. Let's go ahead and start our descent. We'll go 1,000 foot a minute. You can see the line. We'll go 900. So on the descent down, we're going to turn on our fuel pumps. We're going to make sure our cowl flaps are closed. Everything's looking good so far. Power settings are the way that we want them. So we got like the banana. The banana is sitting up there, so I can actually go 800. If we need to increase it, we'll increase it. Exciting! I just wish I had put in the vertical sim into the community folder for Syracuse. Ah! I woke up this morning and I was like, we're gonna go to Syracuse, it's snowing. It's gonna be a cool flight from Bradley. Bradley's snowing, Syracuse is snowing, let's do it. I had the Bradley in there, but I did not have the Syracuse, unfortunately. And here I bought it. How often do I fly to Syracuse? Alright, so we're going to do the RNAV. Haven't shot an RNAV in a while. So, you're going to have to probably bear with us. We're on the descent right now. Ooh, it's getting a little hot in here. Yeah, immediately when we shut that off. Look at that. Alright, so we're up on LAMMS in 18 seconds. We need to be, what, 335 was our bet on the gas. Ah, 356. Wow, 60 gallons. Does that sync up? 30 and 30. Yep. That syncs up, so we're good. Alright, on the anti-ice, what are we doing here? We're good. We're going to be going to the schmutz. Let's go ahead and get our landing light on now that we're below 10,000 feet. Icing is full on. Alright. Windshield is good. Fuel is good, so we had a good check there. Alright, so that looks good. I don't like how it's auto. Map setup. Track up. Oh, there it is. Auto zoom. Off. Yeah. Visual approach selector at 10 nautical miles. Alright, we're good there though. Yeah, I don't like it when it's auto. I keep seeing it move. I'm like, why is it moving? I want to set. where we're at. Alright, so that's good. What we're going to do now that we passed LAMMS, we're going to go straight. We're going to activate the approach as soon as we cross fast, and we're going to go vector. And that will help us greatly. But we'll vector ourselves. Unless I can get us a straight line. Well, I could probably go direct. But anyway. We'll activate the approach and go vector. We'll do it the right way. If we need to go direct to Loyal, we can. That's not a problem. We can do it after we activate the approach. So we're 9 miles away from doing that. We're at 7,800 feet. We're in the schmutz. It's getting a little warm. Now we can play with the temperature knob. Have to keep an eye on our mixture too. I can start to increase it a tad. I like walking it up to 16 as we go. Everything's look good. Lights are on. Review our .9 miles. How far are we away from Syracuse itself? We've got a 20-mile marker here. We're about 25 miles away from Syracuse right now. Once we turn inbound, I'll start reporting. All right, let's go ahead and we're on our way to VAST, so let's go ahead and do it. Let's activate vectors to final. There we are. So let's go heading. Now that we have, let's do it over here too. All right. Let's try it over here first. Alright, we're going to leave it on 327 right here. We're going to leave it on 327. How are we doing? Looks like no icing right now. So we're looking pretty good here. Awesome. Thanks for the subscription, Jay. This is Jay. I lost it. It went away really quick there. So, but awesome. Here we go. Hope you enjoy the final approach. 3-3 into Syracuse. Alright, so I just armed the glide path for the 3-3. But let's be prepared if things don't go our way. So Jamlu is 2,700, and then Zanti will be 2,300. Alright, so we're 20 miles to the southeast. Syracuse traffic, care 3120, 20 miles to the southeast, inbound on the RNAV, runway 33, Syracuse. Alright, so we position report there. We'll position report once we get established on the final approach course. We are going a little quick. Let's go 109.9er. And the Syracuse VOR is not where we're going for the mist, but 117 period. Okay, good. All right, so we got, looks like we're breaking out.
Vertical track.
Looks like we're breaking out. Okay, here we go. Do you just want to hold it? Down to 27. There looks to be some snow. Yeah, there's some snow on the ground. Check that out. All right, let's get the first notch flaps down. Let's go to 2300 just in case we need to dive and drive. Alright, so we're coming up on Zante. Gear down. I should see that our vertical come in here any minute now. If not, we're gonna have to go down manually. I think I start seeing it move. Alright, good. Glide path is coming down. Let's keep our speed up. Getting awfully low there. Gears down. We got 3 green. We got 3 green. Let's go ahead and get the taxi takeoff light on. Bam. Let's get the mixtures. Mixtures full. Alright, glide path is captured. Let's go flaps again. Oh, it's cold out. Sorry, guys. The game within the game on final. It's amazing. Alright, so 3000 was our missed. Direct straight to Elise, so let's go ahead and put in 3000. We are good. Alright, 700 feet is what we're looking for. I see the snow going by us. So we do have a little bit of snow going on. We are on glide path. Five miles out. Syracuse traffic. Carrot 3120 is 5 miles out on the RNAV runway 33. Syracuse. Should have reported once we established, but we didn't. So no one's probably within 100 miles, it seems. There it is. We're like the only people on the scope. Alright, 1900 feet. We're coming up on Matt's sick. We will not have a front runway light, so it would be very difficult to pick it up. So we don't have a runway lights. But it looks like we're going to be okay here. I'm going to drop this bad boy down. Straight ahead, 3,000 feet is our missed. 700 feet will be our missed approach altitude. 2 minutes to the runway. 3 miles out. There's the runway. Got it in sight. Let's keep our power up. Try to stay at the blue line. And let's get our feet on the pedals. Lost the wind. Wind was 340 at 10, if I recall correctly. Above. 100 above. Why are we not?
500.
Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. We are continuing my aircraft. Yaw damper off. Nothing to see here. Oh man, why is this place covered in snow? Why didn't I have the vertical sim Syracuse in the hopper? Disappointing. Stupid default Syracuse. Track for the world record. Nothing like ballooning it at the last second to try to jimmy the landing numbers. Flaps up. And welcome to default Syracuse. I gotta apologize, guys. Vertical Sim did such a nice job on Syracuse, and for me not to have it in here is just inexcusable. That's a down thumb right away. Alright, let's go ahead and open the cowl flaps. Let's go ahead and clean ourselves up here. Let's clean us up. Landing light off. We no longer need the strobe. We no longer need the fuel pumps. We're good. What's the cabin temperature like? We're hot. Okay, that's fine, guys. You asked for it. I'll turn it down like there. I have a hunch where I'm going. Shouldn't be that bad. Alright. Syracuse traffic. KSYR 3120 vacated runway 33 at Sierra, taxiing to gate 1 via Sierra Bravo Tango. Syracuse. Yes, Jay. This is Bongo Fed. Yes, this is 2020. We are scared stiff to go to 2024 right now. Just a lot going on with 2024. I think we're okay now. I think as far as, you know, the cloud and all that stuff and all of the, you know, investment that we've made in all the airports and aircraft, that things are going to be okay. What's your experience? Are you doing 2024? If you're still on. Yeah, I mean, we fly with Silver Airways Virtual a lot as well. And so we've surveyed that group. It's about 14 pilots, silverairwaysvirtual.com. And I don't think any of them, but maybe one, has gone to 2024. It was just such a cluster at the start. I mean, just a mess. Absolute mess. Yeah, Vertical Sim has the Syracuse. Yeah, I just want to cry right now that I don't have the that I've got default on here as opposed to what Vertical Sim has. I'll pull on over here. I think I'm pretty well cleaned up. Come in here. Let's flip this off. Alright, let's get the mags off. We're good here. We no longer need the taxi light on. Let's leave the nav light on for a bit. Let's turn that off here. It's hot in the cabin, so let's go ahead and get everything opened up. think, let's see, we're good here. There they are. All right, let's go ahead and no, too much money to spend on 2020 and X-Plane. I had 24, but I don't like it. What don't you like about it? Is it too much stuttering? Is it, you know, what seems to be the problem? I'm really curious because I have yet to make the jump over to 2024. I like 2020 because I'm used to it. We've invested a lot in the airports add-ons and aircraft add-ons. Avionics add-ons. Like if I were to fly this airplane regularly, the avionics here, this is not standard. You know, the GTN XI is not standard. So yeah, we've made such an investment, and it's so unpredictable if you go to 2024 on whether it's going to work or not. And yeah, because everything's cloud-based apparently in 2024. And so it's kind of loading in from the cloud, so it takes a lot of bandwidth on their end. So anyway, we just wanted to, and our thought was maybe one day we'll go to 2024. I don't see a huge difference in the graphics. I really don't. You know, I mean, I can see snowflakes, I got clouds, I got great runway. I mean, this is default. This is default scenery right here. And so, you know, I'm completely satisfied with 2020. It gets me around, does me, you know, what I want to do. I fly on VATSIM, and so I need to have a dependable aircraft because I've got live ATC that is, you know, that we got to talk to, and we just can't be, you know, having issues. All right, let me go ahead and get these guys rolling. Let's get the bags out. Let's leave Buster's food in there. All right, Bobby, take your little sister Cindy with you. See ya, Julie. Thanks, Rick. John, thanks for flying. Alicia, have a good one. Yep, they're all gone. Let me go ahead and close out the flight on our deal here. So we've closed it out on our ACARs. So that's good. So, and I like flying with KSYR Virtual, right? So KSYR Virtual, a great little airline if you want to fly twin Cessnas, things like that. Fantastic. Flying in the Northeast. They also are partnered with Boston Virtual, the ARTCC there. So it's great to be you have to be a member of the Boston Virtual Air Traffic Control Group, which is great. They're super friendly, and they're very skilled, and they have a great Discord. And so anyway, I like that because they also have the Wings program. So if you're learning and you want to learn on VATSIM for the first time, or you're trying to get, you know, more instrument rating kind of feel for your flying, or just flying with ATC, or you're an advanced pilot and, you know, you just want to stay current, stay active, keep kind of, you know, if you're whatever, furlough or whatever, you've got a lot of time off, it can keep you active. There's a lot of real airline pilots flying on it, but I like the Wings program because it's educational focused. So anyway, that's my rant. But yeah, there we go. So yeah, I mean, I'm just curious what maybe your top two things or top three things. Too much stuttering. Most of the 2020 add-ons don't work. See, that was my fear, right? That I'd go to it, there's too much stuttering, and I mean, you know, even with some of the more powerful, let me ask you this. Do you have 32 RAM, gig RAM, or do you have 64 gigabyte RAM? And I don't know if it makes a difference because of the cloud, but there was all this, you know, it's recommended that maybe you can, if you can get 64 RAM, that you do it. But I'm sitting here with 32, so I don't have 64. I've got 32. And so, and I'm finding 2020 works great with 32 gigs of RAM. I don't have to worry about, you know, extending to 64. Although I would, and I've researched it, and I figured, you know, I'd probably have to do it if I went to 2024. But I was afraid of that. I was afraid that there's too much stuttering and the add-ons. Oh my gosh. 32. Yeah. So so Josh says 32. Yeah, yeah, I know. I've got friends who have had a slightly better experience on 2024 with 64. But you know, I don't know. I don't know if that's the I would try to find out as many people who have 64 gigs and see if they've seen a big difference, if they have the same stuttering issues, and I think they do. I think it doesn't have to do with them. I think it has to do with the cloud focus that 2024 uses. So, well, anyway, John, I appreciate you. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, but hopefully you enjoyed the flight, and all the others that were on enjoyed the flight, and we'll come back at you for another flight here shortly. I'm a member of the, oh good, but don't get to, okay, good. So you're a member of the Boston virtual, fantastic. And what about Cape Air? Have you flown any with Cape Air? I would assume so. Maybe not, but some people, the twin Cessnas is not their gig. They'd rather just fly jet aircraft, and I'm good with that. I'm just a little old school with regards to the flying. And I do kind of like flying it around. For me, that's just kind of the environment I grew up in. So, but anyway, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and sign out. I give it about 6 months. Then I would give it about 6 months. Let's have the bugs all get worked out. I think that's a big issue. Yeah, we're on the same wavelength. We're all on the same page. That 6 months is probably good before we go to 2024. I mean, I really want to see people really satisfied with it and understand that, you know, what they have, what their setup is. Do they have 64? Are they working on 32? Do all their add-ons work? Do they not work? I mean, I want to get all that information right before we make that jump. We'll let all the other people do that. God bless them. We'll give them the trophy, participation trophy. So, fantastic. Yeah, you live on the Cape. Love it. We would have flown out of Nantucket this morning, but I didn't have the time to go all the way from Nantucket to Syracuse. So, love flying out of that airport. So, all right. Well, I'm glad you're a big fan of the 414, and we'll make sure to. We kind of did this last minute, but Buster and I will make sure we kind of put things on more regularly onto YouTube and stream. Using the Cape Air aircraft. I think we have a lot more people that like the Cape Air side versus the ATR, because that's the other aircraft we fly is the ATR. So anyway, guys, it's been a lot of fun. Until next time, clear skies, warm tailwinds. Buster, take it away.